All right, let's do this. We are going to go over the review. This is the key. All right, so here we have our first inequality. We are going to solve and then graph it. All right, so I want to get rid of the 9, so I'm going to add 9 to both sides. The 9s are going to cancel out. I'm going to bring the 4x down. So 4x is greater than 31 plus 9, which is 40. All right, let's change color. Let's do purple. All right, so then I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And so I get x is greater than 10. All right, so it says also to graph the following inequality. So let's draw a quick graph. All right, and I like to, of course, put my answer in the middle. And then I go up 1 and I go down 1. All right, I'm going to change colors again. All right, so this one is an open circle at 10, and it says it's x is greater than 10, so 11 is greater than 10, so that works. 9 is not greater than 10, so I know for sure that my graph is going in this direction. Notice how the arrow also points in that direction. All right, so then next we are going to mosey on down and solve number 2. Solve and graph the following inequality. Here we go. Draw your line. And so, now this one's written in reverse order, so make sure you notice that. So we have a negative 2x here, but we want to get rid of the 7, which is positive. So minus 7 on both sides. The 7's cancel, bringing down the negative 2x. Oops. All right, so this is less than or equal to, and then negative 51 minus 7 more. Don't forget to use your calculator. Negative 58. It's a terrible 8. Then we're going to divide both sides by negative 2. All right, notice we are dividing by a negative, right? So that means that we are going to flip our inequality symbol. So greater than or equal to, and then half of 58 is 29, and it's going to be positive. It's negative and negative make positive. All right, again it says to graph it, so we're going to make a quick number line. Solution that we solve for is 29. It's going to go in the middle. We're going to put 30 on one end and 28 on the other. Changing to red. All right, so this one's going to be a closed circle because it includes 29. All right, going greater, so to the right, to the right. All right, so 30 is a solution, 29 works, 31, 32, etc. All right, let's move this up a little bit more. All right, so the next one we have is got distributed properties, so a little bit larger, multi-steps. Okay, so again, we're going to solve. So got 2 times 3x, which is 6x, and 2 times negative 5, which is negative 10. We have greater than or equal to 2x plus 3. Draw my line. Can't combine anything on this side, can't combine anything on this side. It's time to move stuff around. Let's go orange this time. See if I can pick orange. All right, I'm going to move a variable to the left. So minus 2x. You can move it either direction. I like to have my variable on the left if all possible. This cancels. The 3 comes down. My inequality stays the same for right now. The negative 10 comes down, and 6 minus 2 is 4x. All right, so now I have a 2-step, so I'm going to add 10 to both sides. bring my wall down. Plus 10. 4x comes down. This cancels. Inequality stays the same. And I have 3 plus 10, which is 13. Divide both sides by 4. And I have x is greater than or equal to 13 over 4. Alright, it says graph it. So here we go. Making another number line. So 4 goes into 13, 4 goes into 12 3 times. So 3 1/4. So here we are at 3 1/4, which is the same as 13 over 4. Alright, we would go up to 4, down to 3. So this one is equal to, so let's change colors. Let's go with red. So we have a closed circle, and it's greater than, so it's going to the right. Alright, these are solved for y, right? And when you're solving for y, we are going to be writing it in y equals mx plus b, which is your slope-intercept form, right? There's my y, there's my slope, and there's my y-intercept. So again, you just draw your line, and we're solving for y. We need to get y by itself. So I need to get rid of this 5x and move it to the other side. So I'm going to change color here. Let's go green. Alright, so I need a minus 5x, and so I'm going to minus 5x on this side. Now, when you have two variables and this is literal, we're really just rearranging things. So the negative 3y comes down, equals, and now I'm going to put this in the correct order. So I'm going to have negative 5x plus 24. Then I'm going to go back and divide by the number in front of the y. So negative 3, negative 3, negative 3. This cancels out. Y equals negative and negative make positive. So I have 5 over 3x. And 24 divided by negative 3 is negative 8. Alright, so there's my first one. We got a lot of green going on here, so let's get some purple going on. Purple, here we go. Draw my line. Again, I want to get y by itself, so I'm going to get rid of this x right here. Okay? So minus 2x on both sides. Just moving it on over. 2 minus 2 is 0, so those are gone. 4y comes down, equals, put it in order, negative 2x plus 16. Just remember, you can't do 16 minus 2 because this is a constant and this has a variable. Okay, so they're not the same. Divide, divide, divide. 4, 4, 4. Cancel. Y equals. This is a negative 2 over 4. That's going to simplify to 1/2, but it is a negative 1/2 x. And then 16 divided by 4 is 4. There we go. Alright, one more down here on the end. Alright, so let's change it to a different color again. Let's go with red again. Alright, draw your line. And again, I want to get rid of the x, and I'm solving for y to put it in y equals mx plus b. So I'm add 7x to both sides of the equation. This cancels out. 6y comes down, equals 7x plus 10. Divide, divide, divide. 6, 6, 6. 6 cancels out. Y equals, this won't simplify, so 7 over 6x. And plus 2 goes in this 5 times, and 2 goes into here 3 times. Alright, there we go. Done. Here we go. page 2, and I'm going to draw my equals, my line. Again, we're solving for y. These look a little bit different because the y is over on this side and you've got information on both sides. Okay, so we're still solving for y, so we need to get y by itself. So we can move the 6 to the other side. So minus 6, and it's a constant. We'll line it up under the other constant. Cancel. We have 8x. Negative 4 minus 6 more is negative 10 equals 2y. Alright, so I'm going to divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, cancel. Y equals 4x minus 5. Alright, now over here, again, draw your line, and I need to get y by itself. Here's y, so I'm going to add 4, and add 4 over here with my constant. This cancels, 7y comes down, 14 plus 9x, divide, 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 7, 7, 7. 7 cancels out. I have y equals 9 over 7x plus 2. I guess I'm going to add plus 2 right there. Erase that. Giant eraser. Fix that too. There we go. Alright. So now we are going to move on down a little bit. Alright, so this time we're solving for x. Got variables on both sides. Back to solving equations. Alright, so I've got more x's on this side, so I'm going to move this over here. So I have minus 2x, minus 2x. And then I'm going to cancel, bring down the 12. 6 minus 2 is 4x minus 20. Alright, so I'm going to add 20 to both sides. Cancel. 4x comes down. It equals 12 plus 20, which is 32. Divide. Divide by 4. And x equals 8. Let's switch colors. We've been using red quite a bit. Let's go back to purple. Alright, I'm going to move it down a little bit here. Move down a little more. Okay, alright, so looking at this one, we got a little distributed property. So 5 times x is 5x. 5 times negative 4, negative 20. On the other side, we have 2x minus 13. Draw your line. Nothing else that we can combine. So I need to start moving stuff around. So minus 2x. Minus 2x. So I'm combining like terms onto one side. Gotta get my x by itself. Bring down my negative 13. Bring down my negative 20. Equals. And then 5 minus 2 is 3x. Now I'm going to get rid of this 20 by moving it to the other side. Cancel. 3x comes down, and negative 13 plus 20 is going to give me 7. Divide by 3, divide by 3. X equals, these cancel out, 7 over 3. It's a fractional answer. It happens. Okay. Alright, last one. Oh, this is a big one. Dear me. Alright. We're going to have to come back and do video part 2 because I'm running out of time. So we're going to stop here and I'll pick up in just a minute.